Welcome to another Cardano update. So I believe we are currently going in a fifth wave move up, but like I said, I cannot confirm that the fourth wave move is down because we had a pump, yes, but it was nothing too significant. And also we went from oversold on the 1 hour chart to almost being overbought, and the price did not really do that much. So maybe we'll get another low, which will not be bullish like I said, but it is possible. You have to keep in mind that if we do go below this low right here at 31.6 cents, it's going to pretty much invalidate everything, and we'll most likely get another low in the second wave right here, which is not very bearish, but you have to keep in mind that we are very close to 22 cents, which is the invalidation zone for the first wave move to the upside. So if we do get below 22 cents, we'll get a new bear market low, and that's not going to be good for Cardano. So let's hope support levels hold, and let's see if we get the fifth wave move to the upside. Now, the fifth wave move to the upside should get to at least 40.7 cents, and that's the 200% extension. And I mean, it could go higher, it could go to like 40.5 cents or even 44.8 cents, but the minimum target is this target zone right here. Then after we go in the fifth wave right here, that should finish the third wave, the green third wave. And then you can expect a fourth wave move to the downside, and this should take way longer than the second wave right here, because usually when the second wave happens very fast, the fourth wave takes its time, and that goes the other way around as well. So if the second wave takes a long time, then usually the fourth wave is very, very fast. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So like I said, the fourth wave right here might be in, but I'm not seeing it right now, so we'll have to see what happens. To confirm that it's in, I need pretty much 5 waves to the upside. Maybe we're starting the first wave right now, and if we do get a short dump, that's going to be okay, but then we should do something like this, and we should get above the high right here, and that will confirm that the fourth wave move down is actually in. Now, to be honest with you, I see this as an ABC structure, and to me it looks complete, but it might not be complete. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And, Cardano might continue going sideways for another few months. Well, not a few months, maybe a few weeks, because if you can remember, I've talked about this many times in my previous videos, but Bitcoin dominance has not topped yet, and I'm expecting it to top somewhere between 59% and 60%, and I don't believe we topped, so I still think Bitcoin will continue going sideways for another month or so before we actually get a pump. And when we do get a Bitcoin pump, that's when the altcoin season will happen, and that's when the Bitcoin dominance will continue, will start going down, because altcoins do not go down on their own. They need Bitcoin. So if you check out what happened in the previous cycle, for example here, after the Bitcoin dominance chart topped, which it also topped in a halving year by the way, after it topped, it took about 140 days for it to drop 45%. But that does not mean that during that time Bitcoin was going down. No, during that time Bitcoin was actually putting in new all-time highs. So keep that in mind. That's very, very important. And if we do get another Bitcoin dominance drop like we got in the previous cycle right here, exactly in the halving year, and here as well, and this happened after the halving year, then maybe it's safe to say that something like this will happen again, because charts do not go up forever. They have to cool off at some point, and if we do cool off, that would be the perfect time for ADA to go in the third wave move right here. And not just ADA, I mean, most altcoins are currently in a second wave move down, and we are expecting a third wave for them. And it did not happen yet, but it might happen, it might not happen. We'll have to see what happens. Now, do not forget, this move that happened in the previous cycle looks very, very similar to the move that we have right now. As you can see, both of them were a 1-2 setup. The first wave right here had 5 waves, just like it did right here. And, the second wave in the previous cycle right here also felt hopeless, just like it feels right now. I mean, take a look at this. It's just going down. It has been going down for the past almost 6 months. And what happened in the previous cycle? Pretty much the exact same thing. And people were pretty much losing hope right here. They were like, yeah, ADA is pretty much dead. I mean, look at this. It cannot recover. And then it did recover. As you can see right here, it was starting to go back up. It went from 3 cents to about 7.5 cents. And then the pandemic got to us and the price got invalidated. Well, the first wave move to the upside got invalidated and we had to restart it. So, right now we do not have a pandemic, so maybe we'll not get the drop that we got in the previous cycle, but you never know what happens. You can never be certain. Maybe we'll just get a drop that will invalidate the first wave move to the upside without a pandemic. And if we do that, then, can we recover from that? Well, we did right here, but you have to keep in mind that this also took some time. I mean, it took like a few months to recover from this drop right here. And right now we cannot really afford that to happen, I mean, the move that happened right here pretty much started in the pre-halving year in 2019. This move that's happening right now also started in a pre-halving year, but it started by the end of the year. So I believe we are early right now, and like I said, I believe the cycle will end in September or October of 2025. And I'm expecting a third wave move to the upside on most altcoins that did not already get one. For example, Solana already got a third wave move to the upside. And in my opinion, after it gets this fifth wave, it will start dropping. So, that's also something you need to be aware of. Now, at the beginning of the video, I was following a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, which is something like this. And this setup will only form a first wave move to the upside of this first wave right here. Now, of course, it does not have to go that high. It does not have to go to like 50 cents. But, if it is a first wave of this first wave right here, it could go there because this is a first wave of the main third wave right here. So theoretically, it could be very, very impulsive. It does not have to. I mean, it's only a first wave, but it could be. Then after that, I'm expecting a second wave move down, then a third wave move up, a fourth wave move down, and a fifth wave move up. And once we do that, once we go in the fifth wave right here, that will only confirm that the first wave right here is in. Then we'll get a second wave move down, and then the third wave that I have on the chart right here, this third wave could go above the previous all-time high because, as you can see, the third wave of the third wave in the previous cycle went above the previous all-time high right here. So who's to say that this will not happen again, Obviously, things might be different this cycle, but are they? I mean, we're copying what happened right here. And also, in this cycle, in the first wave move to the upside, the price almost got to the 0.236 Fibonacci extension right here. And in the previous cycle, it was not even close to it. So is this cycle even more bullish? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Also, do not forget, let me go on the monthly for this. In the previous cycle, we went up in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, and that pretty much confirmed a first wave move to the upside. Then in the bear market, we had some kind of ABC structure, which confirmed a second wave move down. And right now, we should go in a third wave move to the upside. And if we do that, it should be very, very bullish because the third wave is usually the most impulsive. And this third wave that, in my opinion, we are about to get might even get to the 1.618 trend-based Fibonacci extension right here, or even higher because it's a third wave of a third wave. So keep that in mind. Now, just to remind you, I predict that ADA will go somewhere between $5.30 and $8.50 in this cycle. But of course, nothing is guaranteed in crypto, and if I say that I think it will happen, that does not mean that it will happen. Like I said in many videos, this is not financial advice. You should do your own research, but based on my research, I think it's possible to get there. Now, I believe we are still early. We did not have a FOMO wave yet, and I believe that FOMO wave will be the third wave move to the upside right here. As you know, almost each cycle has a FOMO wave. We don't usually finish a cycle without that kind of wave. And right now, I mean, not many people care about crypto, Crypto is pretty much dead right now. Only people that have already invested in crypto in the previous cycle or maybe even the bear market right here care about it right now. So I still believe we are very early and there's still like 14 months left of this cycle. But anyways, that's all I have for today. check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts right here. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.